that's after the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just started, don't worry.
Freaking me out, scaring me, folks. And I usually only tattoo hormigas, or ants as you Americans call it, with 2112 Rush in the background, based on the novel Atlas Shrugged or Fountainhead. I don't know which one. I think it's Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand or Ayn Rand.
Iron.
And I'm doing my little dark red on the other side here. So let's just say in this tattoo it's the darkest of red that I have. We got black and the crimson red, which I'm using now. I'm going to do a super light red. These little wedges here are the highlights of white. They look like they're black lines, but they're not. They're shimmy lines. They will fade out to nothing as the tattoo heals.
I did Fox's tattoo with Sumi ink. This red looks like that.
Huh?
Fox's tattoo, I did that with Sumi ink. This is the only
Oh, was
ink I
it?
had. Yeah,
Is
that's
that
why
how
it's so
light it is?
faded, yeah.
You notice these dark values here,
Yeah,
you don't put black in, the colors will look softer.
right.
Black is really colors are about relationships.
Yeah.
So this black, the darkness to this is so critical. So to have an ant that really screams with bright color, much like your heart, Brandon, it needs to be very dark.
Right. So it shows, it has to be darker so it shows the value change, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I get it. Working on my mechanics and such. Studying the color wheel and all that fun shenanigans. Crimson's actually a great color though. I love crimson.
Crimson's intense. See the power of it? And though if you look down here, we did introduce some values of red just because I wanted some visual interest. And the predominance of this is being orange, so the orange and the red. The yellow ones will keep coming up too. And the mixture, and it, It's easy to overthink these kind of things. Some tattooists, I fell into that trap where like, oh, this tattoo, I put so much detail in it, so if I put a lot of detail in it, it's like an if-then. If I put tons of detail into it, then it's going to look better. And that's such a fucking misnomer. Oh, scratch the fuck word. I don't like cussing.
Fire truck.
Fire truck. But here, sometimes simplicity is a much better approach.
Yeah.
So let the color and the shape of what's going on.
Sorry. Sneezed.
Is that the soap stuff again?
This is the soap stuff again. switch it to the smaller mag. So I'm going to do the little light red right next to the black of the feet, or legs I guess I should call them. One of the things with these guys, if you think of any, don't think of it as an ant, think of it as just a beetle. A different shaped beetle that has a hard little shell. So the hard shell, what makes it look hard, as with any hard surface, hard shiny surface like beetles and even some ants, is harsh white highlights here and there. Why? Because that's what makes it kind of like, even on the car, exactly. Soft surfaces, like a blanket, it'll still have a reflection, but it'll be all airbrushed and soft. Like look at your eye, look at my eye.
Yeah.
That's a wet, shiny surface. Look at the, you'll see these lights if you really that in there. Yeah. Same with these things. I'm gonna wake it up at the end. It's one of those tattoos at the end it comes alive because I put in all the white highlights.
Right. Or how Din's came alive with the outline.
Oh, dude, that thing, yes. The other direction, yes. So back to values. Values to me are more critical than these colors we're picking.
Right.
Colors are important.
Yeah.
It's icing. You don't put your time in the cake, I don't care how good the icing looks.
Yeah.
You can put Bo in a pile of dog poo-poo, it's still a pile of dog poo-poo.
Yeah.
It's like Duck Dynasty tattooing. I'll use big words like marmalade if you want me to.
I love marmalade. Make a guava dressing with guava marmalade at my job.
Dude,
it's like
actually sounds incredible.
Basically like Italian dressing but guava flavored. It's not really my job, it's my PT. Part-time.
Sure. I like that. You're giving it its true definition these days, huh?
Yeah. It's like an ex-wife I can't wait for the divorce.
You're doing the honorable thing.
Yeah.
I'm breaking out the little type 3. And then these little tight spaces up in here in the leg. Up here yonder.
Is it Ferragamo?
Ferragamo. The shoes.